My pleasure to introduce Karima Muse, a senior at Columbia Heights High School, an intern at Target Corporation, and I think a wonderful ambassador for what the youth of Minneapolis and St. Paul are capable of when only connected with meaningful opportunities and support. So, Karima, please.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome, supervisors, staff, families, friends, and Genesys Works Class 7. My name is Karima Muse, and I go to Columbia Heights High School, and I'm honored to be speaking on behalf of Genesys Works Class 7, class of 2015. Today marks an important day for all of us. I'm happy to say that I'm officially a member of Target. I can't possibly express my excitement and eagerness for this internship. It feels amazing to be welcomed as an important member and a helpful member also. I'm looking forward to take a part of this exciting journey. Genesys Works has been a game changer for all of us. To me personally, it has changed my perspective of the world. I consider myself to be a person who grew up in many different cultures and I've experienced the beauty of diversity. I've come in contact with people from 4 different countries and I've created the most precious memories. However, throughout my life, I've also experienced horrible things, one of them being racism. In Libya, I've witnessed gruesome killings of Black people that were done by average citizens. My parents then decided to move to Egypt for 2 reasons. One, to escape the hate and turmoil, and also to find an American embassy. In Egypt, because of race, my siblings and I always stood out and were called derogatory terms referring back to our race. In 2008, we finally received our visa and were headed to the United States of America, or as we called it, the land of opportunities. In America, as much as I was happy to be here, I had my doubts and fears. I experienced racism and xenophobia, mostly towards my faith, Islam. From the time my hijab was referred to as a towel, to the time that I was called Osama bin Laden, to the time I was called a terrorist repeatedly. Overcoming racism is an ongoing process, because to be honest, it's an ongoing process, it's everywhere. Racism is an uncomfortable topic, but to solve the problem, we have to talk about it. The chairman of DreamWorks Animation, Melody Hobson, said, "Let's be color brave, not colorblind." We think that since our president is African American, that suddenly racism disappeared, but sadly, that's not the case. However, those experiences have changed my perspective. Instead of hating everyone back, I grew up with open-mindedness, understanding, and welcoming to all cultures. I realized that we all have our differences and that we should focus on the importance of embracing and celebrating our diversity. However, despite all of the things I went through and the hate I received, I'm actually still hopeful and I'm looking forward to a better future. Genesys Works has already given me the chance to see that glimpse of hope that I've always been looking for. This program has such a diverse group of students. I call it the mini melting pot. We're different, yet similar. I met people that went through so much in their lives, but are still here fighting for a chance at a better life. Simply by us being here, taking the first steps to a bright future as interns is a huge accomplishment and a proof of resilience and strength. No matter what obstacle we face, we will always break through. Throughout the past weeks of training, we didn't have a chance to get bored. Not only do we learn about professionalism needed in the corporate world and vital IT skills, we also created strong bonds with each other as students and staff. And we had lots of fun inside and outside of class. I never imagined myself learning about things like viruses, social engineering, or how to use VirtualBox and so many more things. Among the many things we learned were about teamwork, cooperation, time and stress management, and public speaking, including other things. We're introduced to important people in the corporate world, like Mary Lynn, the CIO of Donaldson, who inspires me, especially as a woman. Although she was patronized for being a woman, she didn't let anything stop her. She was even titled the CIO of the Year in 2013. She also gave us the same advice she gives to her kids, which is very memorable to me. 1, don't get anything below a B. 2, 2, don't do drugs. And 3, and most importantly, don't get pregnant and don't get anyone else pregnant. We also met Michael Jones, the CIO of Be The Match, who gave us personal tips on professionalism, facing obstacles, and time management. One of the things he said is, don't be concerned with excuses, but focus on the results. Finally, we had the chance to meet the creator of Genesys Works himself, Rafael Alvarez. He took the time out of his busy schedule and spoke to us. One of the important things he said was, work hard now so you don't have to later. And Genesys Works has already given us the chance to do so. As a person who grew up in a family that was constantly trying to make ends meet, and now to be a part of a corporate team is mind-blowing to me. My parents never had an opportunity like this, but if they did, I know they would never let go of it. Lastly, I would like to take the time to thank a few people on behalf of Class 7. Thank you, parents, families, and friends, for supporting us our whole lives. Even if you didn't know exactly what Genesys Works was at first, thank you for letting us take the chance and actually do the program. Thanks to the program coordinators and IT trainers for assisting and guiding us in ways to be successful. Not only will the skills we learned will be used in our internships, but they will be beneficial for the rest of our lives. You believed in us when we didn't even believe in ourselves. Thank you for being awesome coordinators and beautiful human beings. A special thanks to Team Jay and Joan. Woo! You guys have been supportive of me and each other. You all inspire me to keep a smile on my face and keep a positive attitude no matter what happens. I hope that this is only the beginning of our friendships and that it doesn't end after high school and Genesys Works. Finally, a huge thank you to all the companies that are investing in us. Nowadays, some people would doubt our generation and link us with laziness, hopelessness, and failure. But you're proving them wrong. I don't think that there's another organization in the world that trusts high school students to take the responsibility and work in corporate positions. Thank you for believing in our skills. You've created a world of endless possibilities for us. Thank you. One more thing. Before I leave the stage, I would like you guys to stay up. Please stand up. We're gonna actually do a breakthrough cheer, which is which is one of the things we've been doing throughout the summer. I actually never had the chance to do a breakthrough cheer this summer, but I think this is a golden chance. So this is how it goes. So I will say, what are we gonna do? And then the crowd will say, breakthrough. Class 7, please help me out. What are we gonna do? Breakthrough! What are we gonna do? Breakthrough! What are we going to do? Breakthrough! Thank you, everyone.